Well, our young people are growing up using words like sustainability, upcycling, and biodiversity. Now, many of them are finding a passion for conservation, and they really want to improve and preserve the environment. If you know a young person with that eco drive, here's an idea that can help make their ideas realities. Well, Danny spoke with Phillipe Cousteau and Harper Fortgang about the Our Eco Challenge.
Well, Phillipe, Harper, we are so honored to be able to chat with the both of you guys today. Phillipe, I want to come to you first. Why did you create the Our Eco Challenge?
Well, Danny, it goes back a few years. My grandfather, Jacques Cousteau, was a huge inspiration on me. And towards the end of his life in particular, he was really focused on education. He believed and recognized that, in order to build a durable environmental movement and in order to solve some of these big problems, we need a society that cares, and that starts with education. So coming out of university about, almost 20 years ago, I founded Earth Echo International. We've become a leading ocean education and youth leadership organization working with over 2 million young people in 146 countries. And about 5 years ago, we launched the Our Eco Challenge. And this is a STEM competition to help communities, young people, 13 to 16-year-old in their communities to solve issues around predominantly biodiversity, right? We've lost half the world's biodiversity in the last 40 years in my lifetime. And that, has real big consequences for our food systems, for, our health, for water, et cetera. So we believe in the power of young people to change the world. The Our Eco Challenge, which submissions for the 2024 contests are open now and due by April 26th. Again, open to anyone in the United States at 13 to 16 years old, and it's all about building community, solving problems, and tapping into the power that young people have to change the world.
This is so important, and I think this is kind of an untapped group, if you will, when it comes to new ideas and really thinking outside the box. So I think what you guys are doing is so impressive and such a great way to utilize these young minds. Phillipe, what kinds of ideas have you been presented with in the past so far that have kind of blown your mind?
That's the thing is young people come up with so many innovative concepts, and everything from food waste, innovative ways to deal with food waste, to protect nature, land, coming up with robots to pick up trash, robotics. And that's part of what's also great, the Our Eco Challenge gives young people an opportunity to come up with ideas that are related to what they're interested in. Everything from, using media to tell stories, to track pollinators. I've let Harper talk about her project, but young people come up with, innovative ideas that we would never, ever even imagine. And that's really, again, tapping into, there's a lot of anxiety with young people today. And a lot of that relates to the health of the environment and this feeling of powerlessness. And the Our Eco Challenge is all about how do we give young people the tools and the knowledge. And once we unlock that potential, give them that agency, it's amazing what's possible.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And that, of course, does bring me to you, Harper. You are an incredible mind. You're the 2020 winner of the challenge. What was the solution that you proposed?
So I led Team Superplants in the very first Our Eco Challenge, which was in 2020, and we received a $5,000 grant for our project. And over the past 4 years, that's grown into Project Superplants, an entirely youth-led organization that educates, mobilizes, and inspires students to reduce CO2 emissions. We run interactive climate modules in schools across Northern California and grow plants that have larger root systems that can store more CO2 to protect our environment. We started as a team of 3, and now we're a team of 30 high schoolers who've engaged over 2,000 students and grown 22,000 super plants.
Oh my goodness, Harper, you are incredible. Phillipe, I can see the pride on your face as she's talking right now too. My goodness. Harper, what would you say is just the reason that you wanted to get into this and the reason behind this being such an interest for you?
I've always been excited by science. I was the kid in middle school who was experimenting with banana biofuel and growing my own algae. And when I was in 6th grade, I learned about photosynthesis, and I wondered whether there was a way that we could supercharge plants' intake of CO2 to protect our environment. And I learned about this exciting science behind superplants, and I really wanted to share it with others, but I wasn't sure how to get started. And the moment that I connected all these ideas that I had with real action was when I stumbled upon the Our Eco Challenge. And from there, our project just continued growing.
Wow. Phillipe, hearing Harper talk about this and the passion that drives her, does it really inspire you and get you excited for the next generations to come?
Danny, you know, there's so much bad news in the world today, so much uncertainty. But one thing that is crystal clear is something I've seen over and over and over, that there is a generation of young people out there that are optimistic, that are fired up, that are smart, that are innovative, that are doing extraordinary things. All we have to do is give them the tools and the knowledge and a little bit of help to get there. You know, that's what, you know, everybody watching, I hope they take away from this, that if you have a 13 to 16 year old, or you are 13 to 16 years old, you can apply for the Our Echo Challenge. We offer grants for the top 3 winning teams of $1,000, $2,500, and $5,000 at the end of this, so that they can actually implement their projects in their communities. This isn't a conceptual exercise. This is really about giving them tools to actually become change agents and build community, get away from those screens, get outdoors, solve problems, and recognize the power that they have to change the world in whatever way is relevant and exciting to them in their local environment. So yeah, there's a lot of bad news. There's a lot of bad headlines out there that dominate, I think, our attention. What we need to remember, though, is that there is amazing things happening as well.
And building on what you're saying, Phillipe, we've seen that youth have the unique power to mobilize other youth. When a group of us as high schoolers talk to younger students, they really listen to us and relate to us, and they can see themselves in our shoes in the near future. We worked with one school in Sonoma County who, a few weeks after our session, decided to write letters individually to their city council members to advocate for growing super plants. So it was amazing to see how once we got them activated, they wanted to continue taking action.
Definitely. It's just so impressive, the work you both are doing. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time to share this incredible project. I have to tell you right now, I'm actually expecting a little girl in July, and Harper, if she is half the amazing girl that you are, I have a feeling we'll have a great generation to come. So thank you guys.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much, and thank you for making it a better world and a better place for all of us. We appreciate you both.
Thank you so much.
Congrats. Thank you.
All right, to learn more about the Our Echo Challenge and get your student involved, visit ourechochallenge.org.